Morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing good today. Got a few ramblings from a short, fat, bald guy. Hope you like the bright orange shirt. Got a group that I'm taking to a brewery today, and I'm already ready to go. Anyway, real quick, just going to talk to you today about medical staff burnout. Uh, Something that I'm quite familiar with. My wife is a registered nurse and has been for 35 plus years. And I have lots of friends that are nurses, work in healthcare in one way or another, whether it be directors, respiratory therapists, nurses, doctors, you name it. I'm friends with them, lab people. The list goes on and on. The country's sort of in a crisis right now as far as medical staff burnout. COVID is obviously a big part of what has caused that. People were working tons of hours. They saw things that none of us really want to see, with people being isolated and being left alone to die and no family around and things like that. It has definitely taken its toll on the medical staff of this country. My wife's not immune to that. I've seen how this has affected her. I've seen how this has affected some of my best friends over the last year or so, and how it's still affecting them. And it's frustrating because these people want to do what's best for their patients. It's extremely hard hit in this area, and like I said, I know we're not alone. I know the local hospital has trouble keeping staff. I know that the nursing homes have trouble keeping staff. Nursing it still is, I think, for most people, a career field, or medical of any type is a career field you choose to go into because you want to help people. You have that personality. And you've helped people over the last year or however long you've been in healthcare. Yet, a lot of times, patients are ungrateful. So many patients I've seen in the years want the hospital stay to be like a hotel stay. And, that's just not the way it is. Joint Commission has, caused some issues. Some things they did were good. I'm not saying that Joint Commission is a bad thing. I think overall they're a good thing. They're a governing body that makes sure hospitals are doing what they need to do to give the best care for their patients. DNV the same. There are others out there. Can't think of them right now, but they want hospitals to perform in a way that is safe for their patients, which is absolutely 100% correct. If you look at patient surveys, and granted, I haven't seen them in a couple of years. The last time I was in the hospital, I got it. How was your comfort? How was my comfort? I was in the hospital. I was sick. I was uncomfortable. But do I blame the hospital for that? Not hardly. I was sick. But people, when they fill out a survey, you got to give a 1 through a 5 or a 1 through a 10 or whatever. 1 being uncomfortable, 5 or 10, whatever their scale is, being very comfortable. How often do you actually give them a 5 if you're a patient in the hospital? You don't. I was uncomfortable. I didn't blame the hospital. I was uncomfortable because I was sick, as 99.9% of the people in the hospital are. They're sick. They're uncomfortable. It has nothing to do with the accommodation, so to speak. Another thing that cracks me up was, how was your food? Well, for part of it, I was on a full liquid diet. It was awful. Not through any fault of dietary. But you're going to rate your food based on a full liquid diet. Full liquid diets are awful. It is blenderized, ground up, liquid, cream food. Disgusting. I'd rather have clear liquid. Give me lemon ice. Give me ginger ale. Give me 7-Up. Black coffee. If you're going to give me just liquids, Give me clear liquid, not that, because I'm going to tell you that food sucks. Um, it's the problem we as normal people need to remember is that these people are taking care of us and we are not their only patient. You know, a nurse in a hospital may have 8 or 10 patients that she's got to care for, plus anything that comes up that's an emergency. A nurse in a nursing home or an extended care facility, my God, they could have 30 patients. So people need to remember these people, healthcare workers, are doing the best they can with the limited number of staff available. And I'm essentially doing this for all of my friends that are in healthcare because I know you guys are suffering right now. Corporate medicine certainly isn't helping because there are expectations from a corporate level that maybe a smaller hospital like we have locally, that it's next to impossible to meet. Is it impossible? Probably not 100%, but very, very tough to meet the expectations from a corporate entity that has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of beds throughout the country. And this little hospital here in town has less than 150 beds. They don't have the staff. They just don't have the facilities to do some of the things that are expected of them. All I'm going to say is take care of yourself so you don't end up in a hospital. I mean, eventually we obviously all may end up in a hospital at some time or another, but do the best you can to take care of yourself. See your doctor on a fairly regular basis if you've got any underlying issues, high blood pressure, obesity, lipids that are out of control, whatever. Excuse me. But remember, if you are a patient, that you are not the sole patient of those caregivers. There isn't a caregiver I know, whether it be a nurse, LPN, nurse's aide, orderly, doctor, NP, lab tech, radiology tech, whatever, the list goes on, that wants to make you miserable. You're miserable because you're sick. They're doing the best they can to get you well. And yes, you may have to wait a little bit for a call button to be answered. You may have to wait a little bit when you call out because you have to get up and go to the restroom and you can't get up by yourself. But they will get there as quickly as they possibly can. And it's just remember, be patient. I know you're not good. You don't feel good. You're there, but be patient with the healthcare workers because they are stressed. It is a serious crisis in this country. People are worried about the quality of their healthcare. It is going to do nothing but drop unless we can get this under control. So that's all I got to say for today. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. And thanks for watching Ramblings of a Short, Fat, Bald Guy. Bye.